I wanted to end the year off on leverage on like a positive note, although I don't feel like the podcast is a negative one, but this was a really feel good one, and I just couldn't let 2025 go without having the infamous Rafi Yablonsky. You do not need any introduction, but we will let you give us your CV in a minute for all that don't know you. I have the incredible honor of calling you a friend and having the utmost honor of being a co-chair of the upcoming Shaare Zedek Poker Night in January. You've just been a really lovely, kind human being to me and so many people. And I came to you and said, I really want to give back and I want to get involved and tell me what I can do. So I wanted to have you come on and talk about Poker Night and give this incredible event a little bit of love and exposure. And for all those people who are listening who haven't got their tickets yet, we'll have the link in the show notes. We'll tell you how to buy your tickets if you want to get involved in an even bigger way at a sponsorship level. It's such an incredible opportunity, such an incredible charity, such an incredible hospital you'll hear about in the next half hour. I personally am sponsoring the cocktail bar because that just speaks to me. So every time
Thank
someone
you.
goes for a drink, they will think of me. But welcome to Leverage, Rafi.
Thanks for having me. It's such an honor. I've been watching this for a long time now, and it's exciting to be here. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate it.
I love when people are like, I'm like, people watch this, and so thank you.
People watch it. You're entertaining. It's great. You have great guests, honestly.
Yeah, listen, one of my most famous guests is because of you, Brad Bradford. Again, another like friendly and I consider him a friend, is because of you. So
Oh,
I
my
don't, I
pleasure.
actually don't know if there's anybody you don't know, Rafi. I would be hard pressed, but to name one. But okay, so for all that don't know you, you are executive director of Shaare Zedek. Am I getting that correct?
The National Executive Director for the Canadian Shaare Zedek Hospital Foundation.
Thank you. You are a proud papa of three
Yes, I
gorgeous
am.
children,
Thank you.
and a very cute dog running around here, and your beautiful wife. But tell everybody kind of how you got to where you are now, because your CV in the community is so impressive. You have really dedicated yourself to the community, and just I don't want to say make it a better place. You're such a person who believes in positivity and just being there for whoever's sitting across from you at the table at United Baker. So yeah, tell us.
My second office, shout out to United Bakers.
You know what? I actually thought about this, and if we do this again, I was actually thinking you have to call them and say,
Sponsor this
ask Noah if we
podcast.
could do the podcast in United Bakers while we're having some soup. How great would that be?
I've seen it happen. We can do it in the back. I've seen
Oh my
Nathan has
God.
been on a podcast before.
Oh,
For those who don't know,
really?
Nathan's the owner, and he's in the back, and he's having a podcast, and they're trying to filter fish and a whole spiel. Yeah, it's doable.
Oh my God. I think, you know what? I think we have to do that in the new year. But anyway, over to you. Forget it. We're
And I
on Shaare
digress.
Zedek today. Yes.
Kidding. Thank you so much for having me again, Rachel. So for those who don't know me, I was born in Israel, and my family moved here in 1989. I'm from Jerusalem. Uh, and Shaare Zedek does actually have a special place in my heart. My dad was born there. My great-grandmother passed away in their palliative care department. And my brother did an elective there during med school. So there's already all these connections to the hospital. But going back, I was in software sales. I worked at Salesforce and then a Toronto company called Intellex. While I was at Intellex, I volunteered one night at the synagogue I grew up in, Chabad of Markham, for a telethon. And my parents used to live right next door, so I went over there for dinner. And my mom said, I feel like something's missing in your life. You used to be so involved in community. So during university, I worked full time during the day because I paid my own tuition, did the classes at night, and I still created Hasbara at York, which was a student-led, student-run Israel advocacy organization on campus. Today, it's been rebranded as Ally Voices for Israel, but that was the iteration back then. And my mom said, something's missing. Jewish mother's intuition, right?
We have
Um,
it. It's a real thing.
100%. And she said, I think you'd be happier if you worked in community. I think you'd be more fulfilled in life. And I sat
Well,
with this for
you
two
know her
weeks.
boy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the baby. I'm the mama's boy in the family. And I took it to heart. And then 2 weeks later, I emailed Tetzelkalski was the CEO of UGA, cold emailed, hey, I want to change careers, I want to work in the community, but I want to work for the top dog, I want to work for UGA, any openings. 2 weeks later to the day, he says, Stephen Schulman, our campaign director, is going to meet with you. I met with him the following week, and he was my boss for 5 years, and that was my introduction 13 years ago to community.
Oh my
And
God.
as Rachel,
Done by an expert. Yeah. Like, I love it. You're like, I just sent a cold email. I'm like, dude, you're a salesman through and through. There's no cold email coming from Rafi.
look, fundraising is relationship building, which is sales. Like I did enterprise sales, so it's that long sales cycle. Take them through the sales funnel. There's no
Trust,
difference in
all of it.
when it comes to cultivating donors. You have them volunteer, learn about your charity first. You never go out and say open your wallet. I want people to understand where the money's going, how it's used, see the people behind the scenes, meet my team, meet the other volunteers, and then if it interests you, we can start somewhere. And you never know how the relationship starts. We had a donor who gave us $180 every year to Shaare Zedek. They passed away, unfortunately, but left us $100,000 in their will. Like, you never know where these relationships can snowball and lead to.
And it's not even that. You just don't know the impact that you have on people sometimes, right? So, and I think that just speaks to, your generous heart in the sense like you're just always the first person to be like, I'm happy to make a phone call for you. I'm happy to send an email. Absolutely, no problem. And I think that that's where your success in your role comes is because you aren't about opening up a pocketbook. You're about cultivating a community around an incredible organization. So let's talk about that organization. So Shaare Zedek, I was just in Jerusalem. I mentioned to you that so I was there I have many, many clients who've made Aliyah, which means they've moved to Israel and become Israeli citizens. And there's three couples, six, they're all over I can't remember. I don't want to age any of them, but they're seniors.
Older adults.
They're older adults. I feel like I'm an older adult even.
You're
So
so far from that.
and Israel does a beautiful job at taking care of the elderly or older adults. Like, if anyone doesn't know, when you're 80 years old and you move to Israel, you get a special card and you are not allowed to stand in lines anymore. So you can just go to the front of the line at the bank or at the grocery store or the train and you get front of the line. You just flash your card and you're like a VIP, which I just like love about that country. And so it's no surprise to me that the hospitals are in line with this philosophy. When speaking to them and telling them about being involved in Shaare Zedek, they all were patients
That's awesome.
and they all raved about the care that they got there. So there are a lot of hospitals. I mean, first of all, how many hospitals are there in Israel? I don't know.
Oh, Israel has a lot. I never counted per se.
That's an Ari Greenwald question. Yeah, I don't.
No, it's a great question, but I don't know offhand. But out of the 50, Shaare Zedek is among the 15 biggest hospitals. It's the biggest hospital in Israel, and there's 15 of the biggest, and it's 7 of those 15 are private, meaning Shaare Zedek doesn't get government funding. It relies on its foundation. So there's UK, there's us, USA, Mexico, and Australia, and that's where it gets its funding to. If he wants to expand the hospital, it needs new devices or equipment. It's not getting it from the government, it's getting from the private foundations, research, or paramedical training, or to run the nursing school. All that is being fed from the international foundations.
So let's talk about that because it's a good segue into all of the events that you do. So, for example, the poker night is to raise awareness and funds for breast cancer research or breast cancer, like at Shaare Zedek. You've also done NIC unit fundraisers. You just did congratulations on the pickleball. You guys are amazing. I was like watching it. You said like, let's just squeeze in one more fundraiser and it was incredible. I think I saw you raise over $65,000
Yeah,
one
for
year.
the autoimmune research department there, exactly. Yeah,
Amazing. So how many events do you do a year?
so we have our core events from poker is always the first one of the year that Rachel is an awesome co-chair of. We have our annual ski day. This 2026 will be the 27th anniversary of us having our event at Alpine,
Oh,
and that
wow.
money goes to the NICU. Then we have our Canasta tournament.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big hit. And our biggest this event, and then our whiskey event, which sells out within less than 24 hours every year,
I know. I think
because you
I
only get
came
100
to that
spots,
one.
and everybody gets to go home with a Shaare Zedek labeled bottle. It's a big hit. And you get to try whiskeys that you don't find at LCBO. That's the big hit. So it's really rare whiskeys for the whiskey lovers out there. When you do see the email, buy it, don't wait, because it sells out literally
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do. My husband and I will come for sure.
within 12 hours. I'm not kidding. And then we have golf tournament in the fall. We have our annual crowdfunding campaign in late fall, and Jump for Israel, which is a kid-friendly event at the Bubble. For those who don't know, the Bubble, it's a large indoor inflatable park with arcade, with a laser tag zone, and the Ofris family donates the whole day for us, and our only cost is the Tovli pizza. It's a big family-friendly. 300 kids come out every year. Those are our staple events, and you talked about Shaare Zedek and all these different hospitals in Israel. To me, why Shaare Zedek is it's a hospital in Jerusalem, but its reach is global. I want to go back to our poker tournament supporting breast cancer research. So out there, I'm sure you've heard of the BRCA gene, Rachel.
Yep.
So that research was done at Shaare Zedek, which is now the standard
Wow, that's incredible.
around the
So that's
world.
something that if you're not Jewish, I don't know if they test people who aren't Jewish for the BRCA gene or not.
It's common in Ashkenazi Jews and Black women specifically.
Oh, that's so interesting. So, okay,
It is, yeah.
um, so yeah, it's something that we get tested for usually depending like before you have children or whatever it is. So that's so incredible that that was discovered at Shared Zedek.
And now they're doing it again for males, and it's a Toronto donor who's covering the cost for this whole research. If a male has it, are they predisposition to prostate cancer, which is the number one male cancer killer? Because if you have a BRCA gene in your male and they find out yes, it leads to it, you can do all these preventative measures so you can have early detection. Because if you catch it early, 99% of the time, you don't have to worry about it.
That's incredible.
So again, it's a little hospital in Jerusalem, but the whole world is benefiting from it. Another famous cancer story is, Jeannie Becker. When she had breast cancer, she was broadcasting it. Every chemo treatment, you saw her with a cold cap. It's a Swedish invention, but when they asked the world who wants to do the human trial, Shaare Zedek put its hand up first, tried it out, and now it's a standard all the way here, Toronto, Princess Margaret. You want a cold cap? It's thanks to Shaare Zedek, you know that it works.
Wow. That's so interesting. I didn't know that. I was on a committee with her for breast cancer research. She's an amazing woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Jeannie's awesome, and yeah. So when I told her that, she's like, "Yeah, for sure, share that story on LinkedIn." She was happy, and it got a lot of traction, which is great. So again, it's a little hospital in Jerusalem. The biggest thing that I love about it, it's across the street from Yad Vashem, which is the International Holocaust Museum, Har Herzl. When you're at the Kids Memorial, you turn across the street, and there's Shaare Zedek. And the reason I always tell people about this because it's 20,000 babies are born there a year. It's the biggest birthing hospital in the Western world. Toronto's biggest birthing hospital is Mount Sinai, which brings in 7,000 babies, just to show you the
Sorry, and how many does Shared Zedek?
20 to 22,000 a year.
And Mount Sinai, that's where I gave birth to both my
And Mount Sinai had 7,000 when my
and
boys
they're
were
only
born.
7,000. Oh my gosh. I mean, spring is like, what has it say? Spring is eternal, right? Like I
Exactly.
wonder, like, really, was it like Hashem's decision that it would like be put there? Do you know? It's such a,
Right? To me, I just love that imagery of from the Children's Memorial and then the most Jewish babies being brought into the world are right across the street at Shaare Zedek.
that's so beautiful. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I was so sad. I was only in Israel for, I think, count them 7 days, and I wasn't able to go do a tour, but it will be top of my list next time I go over next year for
You
sure.
have to go back just to meet with Audrey. She is
Well, I was
dying
gonna
to
say,
meet
and I have to
you.
change my glasses because now
Yes,
she's got to see the orange glasses.
she's famous glasses.
Okay, so we are making sure that, groundbreaking research, healthcare, you name it, is being delivered in Jerusalem, but also across the world, as you're saying, there's just huge reach to it. And, in these times, this is where we have to prioritize such important things like this. And so let's talk about poker night. We're going January 31st. It's Saturday night, Eglinton Grand. So it was interesting when I first got involved, I was like, oh, like poker, sure. And you're like, no, 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 no. You don't understand. Like this is for real poker. This is
Yes,
our lead sponsor is Poker Stars. I mean, you don't even have to be into poker to know that Poker Stars is poker.
exactly.
The grand prize is to go to their next tournament, correct?
Yeah,
Know
the
the
next
location
in-person
of that?
tournament in Belgium.
Wow.
And PokerStars has been our partner for 9 years now, and that prize is so invaluable because it's flight, hotel, an entry at the tournament, spending money. Like PokerStars really takes care of the winner.
It incredible. And so I know like I have a very good client. She's in her 80s and she is a serious poker player and she will be attending. So watch out.
And another reason I love the PokerStars partnership is that this event brings out 40% non-Jews, which for us is a big number. You know, it's a charity that's in the Jewish community, but this event really draws a lot of non-Jews because they're like, I get a chance to win a seat at the next in-person game, and I'm supporting breast cancer. I'm in. All the politics, as it should, goes out the door.
Well, and I was just going to say, like, breast cancer is not like it's a bipartisan issue. Like, this is not about
Exactly.
Republican or Democrat or Jewish or not Jewish, Israel or not. The reality is that this is something that, I don't know what the numbers were. I saw some article recently, like the percentage of people that have been touched by cancer or their family members or good friends. And so the reality is that we all have to put that kind of stuff behind us and say we just want to focus on the core issue here, and that is raising money for breast cancer research. So what I also love about what you guys do is like there's so many charities where they're like, here's this fancy party and everybody come and get dressed up and you can spend $1,000 on a ticket and you get rubber chicken. And I've been to a million of them and I'm not calling anybody out, but like, by the way, Jewish, not Jewish, like just across the board. And what I love about what you guys do is that you make it so approachable. You make it so attainable for so many people. So you're a poker player, we've got an event for you. You have kids and you want to go to a playground, we've got an event for you. You love whiskey, we have an event for you. Like it's just so like again, like it's just that average, approachable, attainable kind of thing. I can't wait for the event. It's going to be so fun. Um, and I haven't been involved in it before, but I have heard through the grapevine it is quite the destination event. Like people really look forward to it. I think his name was Lauren on the committee. I just met him the other day, so I apologize. But, we were talking about the menu and he's like, I don't think I ate anything. He goes, I was too busy walking around the whole party socializing and seeing everybody. So it's a really, really fun event. Like I said, we still have tickets.
Visit toppairatourney.ca to get your tickets.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right now, there's early bird. Not sure when this airs,
Yeah,
but
I'm going to put it into the link into my bio so that anybody who follows me on any socials will be able to buy it right off there as well. I posted it on my Instagram as well. If anybody's interested, obviously anybody can just message me as well. We will have the Shaare Zedek we'll have the Poker Night website also in the show notes. And again, if anybody's interested in getting involved in a bigger level or sponsorship, a business, again, I know a lot of people, this is very close to their heart. They really they look for breast cancer events to support. This is an incredible one. And I thank you for all your work, Rafi. Like you're amazing. And I'm so honored to be a part of this and to call you a friend and to be able to give back in such a meaningful way. And I'm so excited for January.
thank you so much. Look, the feeling's mutual. We can't do what we do without our volunteers, like leaders like Rachel who step up and put their name on it and put their neck on the line and they hustle for us. Like it makes the world of a difference because we can't do it without you. So Rachel, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for stepping up and making this event the success that it is already.
I definitely cannot take that credit, but I appreciate you. The honor is all mine. And I just love that I'm leaving 2025 leverage the last episode like this. And I would say, yeah, like people give blessings to people at Simchas and that type of thing. I feel like I want to just kind of give a blessing that like we all go into 2026 with this kind of attitude of just like, how can we help? Like I just, I love that. What's his name? I know you follow him also. He's an amazing man. Is it Shachter?
Yummy Shacker, yeah.
Yeah. Same, like just like how can I help? Like what can I do to help? And I think that if we all went into the world with that mentality, you walk around with it every day, you're a great example of it. I think the world would be a better place. And I'm just, and again, like, so as they say, it's not the mitzvahs that I'm thanking you to allow me to do such a mitzvah and be involved in this. So thank you for that opportunity. And I wish you an amazing holiday and happy Hanukkah to your family and to your boys.
Thank
And
you to you and your family.
2026 be amazing, and poker night is going to be incredible.
It's going to be amazing. Amen to your prayer, and thanks for all that you do, Rachel. One community, one love, and thank you for being part of it.
Exactly. And that's it for Leverage this year. Thanks for being my last guest.
Woo! It's a pleasure. It's an honor. Thank you so much.